Hey everyone, this is Taylor Your Life, and today we're going to talk about how to talk to people. The more and more that I look at some of the things that are going on in the media right now and the people in the world around me, I think we've lost the ability to talk to each other in a meaningful way. People have gotten so extreme, and all they end up doing is fighting each other instead of looking at the problems or potential solutions. It's a lost art, and I'm just going to go over some things that I think are potential barriers, that are obstacles, things that we can do to examine within ourselves so we can communicate more effectively with those around us. The first thing we're going to put through is a hashtag no filter, right guys? Every single person that you talk to, whether they be a complete stranger, someone that you absolutely love and adore, someone that you've known your whole life, you look at them through a filter. So here's some examples. When you look at your grandparents, do you think that their lives or experiences were that much different than what you grew up with? They had the same problems. They had debt, they had money, they had houses, they had raising kids, they had jobs and careers, all the hopes and wants that you wanted, they had those too. Yet you see it through a filter of people that have something that's a completely different agenda, like they couldn't possibly understand what you're doing or who you are as a person. They've already done it. How about with a loved one? Maybe like your husband or your wife. When they do something for you that's completely unexpected, or they make a decision, or they tell you something that you just didn't think that they could ever say, oh, that's nothing like my John, that's nothing like my Betty, that's nothing like my whoever. Well, you know what? They're people too, guys, and that's a filter that we see them through. We have expectations of what they're going to say and do. This helps us to feel like the world around us makes sense, because we think we know what people will say or do. Remove that filter, get rid of it, guys, because having those expectations and putting it on people leads to you arguing with people and telling people that they're wrong and what they say is wrong, because how could they ever say that? And you end up arguing about what they're saying, or you start arguing against the person instead of trying to solve what the issue is. Whatever the problem is that you're communicating about. And I see this right now more than ever in this country, where we're talking about gun control, where we're talking about abortions, or we're talking about any kind of controversial topic. You know what? People just end up screaming at each other and attacking each other personally. You know what? If you are so convicted in your belief, you should hold on to that. But you know what you shouldn't do? You shouldn't take the time to criticize the other person for believing what they believe. They are just as convicted about their thoughts and their beliefs as you are, because their thoughts, their experiences, their life has shaped them into thinking and feeling the way that they feel, and it's no more right or wrong than yours, and you need to respect what they have to say. It doesn't mean you have to agree with them. It doesn't mean you have to be pushed over. It doesn't mean that you have to just let them push you around and say whatever they want, but it does mean that you are a human and they are a human, and whatever it is that you're discussing, you need to take the time to understand why they're coming from where they're coming from. It's a lost art, guys. Don't get into an argument with the person. It's not the person that you're attacking. It's not the person that you're fighting. It's the problem that you're fighting. And this is missing in America right now. We're fighting each other. We're not fighting the problems. And this happens in your home. This happens with your friends. And this is the main reason that we don't want to go up and talk to strangers. Because we don't have any expectations. We don't have hardly any filters other than the most arbitrary things, like cowboy boots or tennis shoes or business clothes. You think you know who they are? I own all three of these things, and I'm the same exact person. And you go up to them and you think that you might know what they're going to say, but you have no idea. And this is why it's so terrifying to go up and talk to someone. So here's the challenge. Go up to someone this week, someone that you think that looks nothing like you. Maybe someone that's in a completely different socioeconomic class. Maybe someone that has a ton of tattoos or has no tattoos. Maybe someone that talks about God and you don't believe in it. You know what? You just think you know who these people are. Take a minute to talk to them. See how like you they really are, and it'll just freak you out. You'll realize that people are people are people, and they believe the things they believe because it's the way that their life has shaped their experiences, just the same way that it's shaped yours. So guys, go talk to someone new. Treat them right. There needs to be more love and understanding in this world. It doesn't mean that you have to change everything about yourself. It doesn't mean that you have to suddenly become left or suddenly become right or suddenly believe in things you never believed before. But you know what it does mean? You need to respect other people. You need to listen to why they believe what they do. And you need to take the time to give the world some more love. We'll talk to you guys later, and that's how we talk to other people. Take the challenge and go meet a stranger this week. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you later.